You're listening to Mr. Credit on San Diego 1700 with local credit expert Derek Evans. Now, live in studio, Mr. Credit.
Welcome to Mr. Credit, our live and local here in San Diego, bringing you the most important hour in radio and telling you everything they don't want you to know. When we say they, of course, the government, the banks, credit bureaus, credit bureaus, media, Wall Street gangsters, anybody who's trying to misinform you, you'll spend your money poorly or just take it from you. They're doing all of the above. Got to warn you about how this stuff works. It can save you money, what it's all about. Higher credit scores can save you money. Visit MrCreditRadio.com if you want to send me an email. Do a Facebook search for Mr. Credit, and you will find me there. Now, I do have to mention a little bit about the Padres. We have a 4-game lead in the National League West. The Padres are absolutely kicking butt and taking names right now, folks. If you haven't got on the bandwagon yet, then it's time. It is now time to jump on. You can listen to all the Padres games right here on San Diego 1700. Tonight we're actually in Washington tonight at 4 o'clock. You can catch the game right here. But I'm telling you, we're not going to see this very often. You don't see it. It's hard in baseball, especially when we're not one of the big salary teams. We have an amazing record, and we're doing really well. We're going to make a run this year, so jump in to the fray. Now, I want to share with you real quick before we get to all the credit news and everything, a poem that I wrote today on the way over. Yes, it's a poem. Don't laugh at me, Brooke. It's not a funny poem. It's a serious poem. Let me start. It's very short, though. Son, wherever you are, please come out of your stupid little jar. I pay good money to live here and see you every day, and I am sick and tired of the stupid May Gray. Okay, give myself a little applause there. I'm not really a poet, but come on, man. How about some sunshine one time? I want to also give a quick shout out to Samuel Felix, a listener in Escondido, who sent me a very nice message. I appreciate you, Samuel, as much as you appreciate me. Trust me on that one. Love to hear that you enjoy the program and that you're learning from it. That's the point of it. Thank you very much. On a side note, I had another listener question over the weekend about information privacy. Here's the thing. If you go online, and I don't care what you're looking for. If you're looking for an insurance quote, if you're looking for a mortgage quote, an auto loan, whatever it is that you're looking for, if you submit your information, the majority remember the fine print? We have Dan Caron talks about the fine print. If you're not reading the fine print in those agreements, if you're just clicking I agree, a lot of times those agreements that you're clicking on are saying, hey, we're going to sell your information to a dozen people who provide this service, and they're all going to call you and try to sell you this service. And especially when you're applying for loans, because you have to submit, it's normal for you to have to submit things like your Social Security number, how much money you make, stuff like that. You got to be really, 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 really careful about who you give that specific information to. All right? Because at least when it goes through the credit bureaus, as bad as they are about selling your information for profit, they do have a tiny standard that these people have to pass through. They have to become approved before they'll sell them the information. If you're just giving it to anyone online, who knows? Who knows who might end up with it? And this listener's concern was actually for a mortgage. He had applied online for a loan, just a quote. He just wanted to get an idea. Could he save some money? Could he refinance and save some money right now? And in the end, what he found out was that he was getting phone calls nonstop. It was almost like he owed a debt, and the collectors were after him. They were just blowing up his phone. And this is not uncommon. This is what happens because in that agreement that you sign, that you agree to, you're also giving them permission. It waives all the do not call list. I mean, all of the stuff like that that's out there to protect you just goes out the window. It's all gone. So, if you go and you give your information online, you got to be prepared for this. You really shouldn't do it. I mean, the bottom line is this. Get a referral. Don't go online. I know it's quick. I know you can do it in 5 minutes and you can get back to the game or whatever it is. Don't go online. Get a referral. Email me. It doesn't matter what you're looking to do. You need tax advice. You need this, that. Hey, I may not, promote these people on the air every day because there's certain people who need that more than others. But when it comes down to it, if you need help with something, I can refer you to somebody. Don't go online and take your chances. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to roll the dice. Why do that? If you crap out, I'll feel bad. You'll feel bad, and you'll lose. So in this case, what the guy actually did was he went to Lending Tree. I'm going to go ahead and just blast him. Why not? Lending Tree, local company, actually headquartered in Southern California and I think South LA area. And you see the commercials for Lending Tree. When banks compete, you win. This and that. It sounds great. The problem is this. The Lending Tree guys don't filter who buys their leads very thoroughly. So if a bad company comes in and starts buying those leads, then they start to resell the Lending Tree information. And this is why they say, okay, we're only going to send your information to 3 or 4 banks. But they end up getting out to 20, 25. You have 20, 25 people calling you. Imagine that. And they're calling you multiple times because they're trying to just get you on the phone. And
this is ridiculous.
It is. It really is. But the thing that is worse about that is that your information is flying around out there. When your information is flying around out there, bad things can happen to you. ID theft, people applying for things in your name, people getting credit in your name, trying to write checks, trying to do all kinds of stuff. So we just got to avoid it. Very simple solution is, if you need a lender for mortgages, call Craig Sewing. Craig Sewing Group. It's just that simple. Whether you're trying to refinance, buy a home. I mean, remember when I said refinance last week because interest rates were at that low, that 50-year low? Well, we had seen rates get to that point 2 years ago, which was the last time I was telling people to refinance. And if you missed it, if you were waiting thinking they would go lower but you missed it, they came back. And it's really, really rare to see that happen in the bond market when people are worried about inflation and the market's unstable and the government's printing money. Very, very crazy that that's even possible. So take advantage. Call Craig Sewing, 888-880-9500. Just that simple. He'll get everything that you need over the phone, tell you exactly what you should be doing, whether it's worth considering or not. He'll give you some good ideas on how you can reinvest your money. The guy's brilliant. Nobody works harder. Nobody cares more. And there's no one who's easier to reach than Craig Sewing. It's just that simple. 888-880-9500, or you can go to Craig Sewing, like a sewing machine, .com. Remember, it doesn't matter what you need help with. I'm here to help you. That's the whole point of the show. So when you need help, email me, mrcreditradio.com, contact, and type in your email, and I'll tell you. That's all you got to do. So that's it for that one. All right, let's get to the news here. So much stuff, there's no way I can get to it. And I am saving your emails. I respond to them immediately, but the ones that are to be read on air, I have those saved up, and I will get to them. I promise soon. We just got too much stuff going on here. So listen to this first one. Experian, a.k.a. the devil, teams up with Sugar CRM to enhance sales and marketing success. Remember when Equifax sold that marketing portion of their business for like $100 and some million to some marketing company? They basically sold all of your information to them so that they could convert better, quote unquote. Well, listen to this. This is from Boston. Experian, a leading provider of address verification software and services, and Sugar CRM, the world's leading provider of open source customer relationship manager, CRM software, today announced the integration of Experian QAS address verification into their CRM application. So, what this means is that Experian, who has access to multiple ways to cross-reference your information through your employer reporting to them, through different creditors reporting to them. This is why when you pull your credit report, you see all the addresses you've ever had on there. They're cross-referencing all this stuff. They're putting all the addresses in there. And what they're going to do is they're going to give this company, which is a marketing company, your most updated address. So if this company has your record, which they bought years ago, let's say, for example, and they want to update that record to make sure that you're at the same address, maybe you haven't been getting stuff in the mail because they've been sending it to your old address, that's not going to happen anymore. As soon as something like this occurs, you're going to notice you're going to start to get a lot of junk, a lot of crap in the mail. And there is absolutely nothing that we can do about it. Damn! Which is a shame. What are you going to do? I mean, listen to what these guys say. A physical mailing address can affect overall sales and marketing success, not just direct mailing deliveries. Of course. We are excited to work with Sugar CRM, look forward to helping their clients achieve the benefits that accurate address data can bring. The benefits, meaning they'll reach you. They've been trying to find you, and now they have a direct in because they're partnered up with the credit bureau. Experian to be exact, aka the devil,